Hey everybody, this is Putt Putt King, and I'm back again with another story time. And for this week's story time, I'm going to tell you about the time that I was playing too rough with somebody, and they really did it too hard to me because it required getting stitches. I'll start by telling you the beginning of it. This was a long time ago. This was probably when I was about 6 years old or something. So around 1992 or so, but I still remember it. So this is why I'm telling it to you, because you might find it interesting. So I was about 6 years old. I was at a Cub Scout meeting because, well, I guess I was thinking of joining the Cub Scouts. But the point of it was that we were playing we were all playing outside on the playground equipment. And I was playing rough with a kid. We were both playing rough. We were just, pushing each other, playful pushing. But it really ended in a bad situation for me. Like I'll tell you what it was. We were playful pushing, but one time when he pushed me, I ended up hitting my head on the slide. I didn't even know that it happened at first. I was, going back to pushing him, and then there was blood rushing down the back of my head. There was blood running down my face, and I didn't even know. But what I know is that my dad was there, and of course, all parents being there, of course, he noticed it, got me there, and well, of course, I had to go to the hospital. And with blood running down my face and the back of the head, really, really infected the back of my head because, I had to get 4 stitches put in the back of my head. Yeah, 4 of them stitched in the back of my head. And of course, one of the kids that did it, one of the mothers was like, "Oh, I hope that was not my kid that did that." And of course, after I got it, after I'd gotten it stitched and for a few days, me and the family, we went to one of the local restaurants another night, and I saw him there, and I actually said out loud, I was like, "That's him. That's the kid that pushed me." And oh, bless the mother's heart, because it was the mother who said, "I hope it was not my kid that did that." The mother was like really embarrassed, and I think my parents even said she even called to apologize to us that about her kid that did that. And I said that, I didn't even get his last name. I only got his first name. Of course, I'm not going to say it because I don't know if he's interacting with YouTube or not. But I will just say that I went to school with someone by that first name. And I said that he was a year ahead of me. And so I was told, then yeah, it was probably him. Of course, I kept seeing him in school and everything. And him and one of his friends, they kept, they kept getting, rough and mean toward me. Of course, when they grew up and everything, and we all got older, we were all more mature. friends then. Very, yeah, I mean, he and his friend might have, been mean when they were younger, but, they were very nicer growing up, became friends, took classes together. And, and also, I mean, this was probably about first grade, so we never really got along, but got along great as we got older. And probably about after, probably about after a week or so or two, somewhere around there, I was able to go, I had to go to the hospital or the doctor's office at least after school and get those stitches removed. I was able to get those 4 stitches cut out of my head. But that was not, but I mean, that's not a good memory at all. But, but still, that's what happened. So, yeah, I think we felt bad, because I pointed it out, and then so the mother probably called and apologized. And I remember even seeing him once when we got older, um, at another local restaurant, and I remember he was like, "Hey, you're the kid I pushed too hard." And I was like, "Yeah, did you, he's like, I was like, "Yes, I'm the one. Did you mean to do that to me?" He's like, "No, I didn't mean to push you that hard." So, even though I got pushed hard, he says, he didn't mean to. And, makes me doubt, if he even remembers. But I remember I have good memories like this, so, I was able to remember. Besides, I was the victim. I was the one that got the blood and the blood running down my head and my face and had to get the stitches in for about a week or two. So, yeah, I was the victim, so of course, I'm going to remember it better. But yeah, that's the story of the time that I was at a Cub Scout meeting and was playing rough with a kid that was most likely about in the same grade as me, about the same age as me, and how he just pushed me too hard, and how I had blood running down my face and the back of my head. But like I said, as we got older, we're friends, took classes together, so all that's, and besides, that was about 30 years ago, so it's in the past. It's, I mean, it's all good and done with. But yeah, if you have a kid that's playing around, make sure they don't play around too rough, or you know so they don't have to get stitches and have blood running down the back of their head and face. And it was all because he just pushed me too hard and my head hit the slide too hard, and that's what caused it. But anyway, if you enjoyed this story, hit the like button and hit the subscribe button and click on the bell and click on the all bell so you'll never miss another video. And I'll be back with another story time next week. And until then, hope you guys have a good week, and I hope to see you in my lives, in my premieres, and in my uploads whenever I load another video. Well, I'll see you all later, and have a good week. And thanks to everybody who came.